Very good. So this is our declumped, declunked, scraped, and expanded algae setup. You immediately notice that I have filled up again. The larger bottle is going strong. I have some grow lights set up pointed directly at this. They're not on at the moment, obviously, because it's bright. In fact, I did want to mention that it is so bright and sunny that temperatures at the bottom of the tank are darn near 100 degrees, folks. Alright, now the question is, what does that make this temperature? Right? It's a fair question. Granted, this one has no heater. The heater I did unplug due to the fact that it was getting just so hot. Let's see if I can get up under here as well. Again, you'll notice perhaps that I changed the top of this aluminum foil covering for the tank. I feel that that behooves me because previously I had gotten some corrosion, some oxidation, I believe. I replaced this air stone system, whereas before it actually had two tubes running into here and then connected to two air stones at the bottom. It now has one very long air stone which runs at the bottom of the tank. And it actually bubbles quite nicely. You can see it bubbles pretty nicely. It has good mixture, but it's very bright. I removed the B1 and C1 cultures since they had gone bad and they were just taking up light space. Again, I have C main going again. I have E, which is an expansion of my Omega culture. My Omega culture, it looks like I had the bubbler on too strong, and it overflowed, and you can see where it has evaporated and deposited that nastiness. Omega's been around for a while, so it's an old culture, and growing spirulina, when you're mixing the medium, I find that it behooves you to mix the medium in a large container, such as this, which you can see is volumized out to 2 liters of water. Reason being is because I find that it's much easier to mess up a little bit in a 1 liter container or less, and my measurements were not as exact, but I'm going to start getting more exact measurements. I'm going to start documenting more thoroughly. It gets a little difficult to organize and manage all this, but you just have to write everything down. I have a notebook. It's a good idea to keep a notebook for yourselves. Again, do not eat it until you've checked the pH. The pH needs to be at least above 10. Oh, and what I wanted to say in the first place. This thing. This was so useful. I got out, you saw in the last video how much of that algae I got out from the, from just scraping it into the, or using this to scoop it out of there. So this is actually a very useful tool. And earlier, I actually dropped my, my thermometer down into here, because the magnet ones are nice because they can be used to kind of scrape the inside as well. So it kind of works as both a clean air and as a thermometer. So kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, save some money that way. Temperature's going down from what it was, or at least it's holding stable. Again, be wary of temperature differences. They can be a problem. Well, that's about it for today. So, spirulina update, numero 5. Signing off.